You know, I've been in the food industry for 14 years, and I remember when I joined the industry, until recently, it was very common that everything has to be invented internally. We all remember the R&D teams that sit in doors that you have a special pass that lets you go through. Everybody's with white coats, and we talk a lot about IP and patents, and we can't share even things within the company, within different teams. So I think these days are done. I think we are very clear that we need to partner with outside partners. We don't have all the answers internally. We have a fantastic company. We have 80,000 employees, but we don't have all the answers for the huge challenges that our industry faces, right? There's a lot of big challenges that are changing around us, around sustainability, well-being, and we want to be an active and a leader in snacking, and for that we need partners. And we've been very clear about that we are looking for others to help us, if that's entrepreneurs, if that's academia, if that's VCs and incubators. And I think in the past that was viewed as a weakness. We actually believe that's a big strength, being deliberate, saying we don't have all the answers, we need help. And I think that's been a very big priority for us in the last year. I think that, it was brought up here before, and I think the responsibility on the corporate is to have clarity what they're looking for. The worst thing that happens is when there's a corporate running around and talking with the ecosystem and actually not knowing what they're looking for. That creates a lot of disappointment in the ecosystem. A lot of startups, entrepreneurs get disappointed. So I think that's the onus and responsibility on people like us. Now, like you said rightfully, that's not an easy task. We're all big companies. There's a lot of priorities, a lot of people trying to push things that they think they need to be a priority. And I think that goes back to the strategy. Our strategy is snacking made right, to make the right snack for the right moment, for the right need, making it the right way. That's our vision. That's our lighthouse. Everything we do needs to come from there. And below that, we would have actually strategies and priorities of what we're looking for. Anything that doesn't ladder up to that vision is irrelevant. So I think on the one hand, you need to be very, very laser focused on what is the problem you're trying to solve, and go out to the ecosystem and share that and be open and active about it. And I know, in the past, open innovation used to be very popular, having websites and showing what you're looking for. That's still important, but you actually need to be more deliberate. You need to take a step forward, be active, talking to these panels, joining startups, brainstorming with them. But I think as much as you need to be laser focused, you actually also need to be very flexible. Because what happens in the same time is a lot of the startups are not 100% sure. A lot of them pitch to you technologies, they pitch solutions that are not 100% what you're looking for. But actually, you know what? That technology can be breakthrough for something else we're trying to do. The entrepreneur doesn't even know it because he's not sitting, or she in our company knows our needs. And we had a great example like 6 months ago. A startup pitched to us a technology. The team was fantastic. Technology was fantastic. They just pitched to us the completely wrong use case. They're probably here in the audience. And we told them, we love you. We love your technology. We just want you to work on something completely different that they didn't even know it's a problem that we have. And that's how we move forward. So I think it's structure and flexibility.
What's the future requests? Can you share?
You know better than me.
I'm not sure about that. I think on the brand side, I agree with you. This pace needs to be much faster, and that's why we're moving to this model of snack futures, of much more experimenting, putting a lot of small bets out there, pivoting or killing them and moving forward. I agree with Jason on the other hand. The big systematic change that are happening in the industry, they're not going away. Well-being, sustainability, sugar reduction, salt reduction, plastics, packaging, name it. We all have a list that is quite similar. It doesn't matter how you look at it. These are not going away. They're gonna become bigger because consumers are asking for them, regulators are asking for them, retail is changing. So I think there are some big systematic changes that all of us are addressing, and they're not gonna shift. They might evolve, but sustainability and well-being is not going away, for example.